And so don't take for granted that human interaction that's necessary in business, right? We just had our annual convention. Thousands and thousands of people came out. A lot of people going, wow, there's a lot of people that look like me, that look different than me, that are making it happen. And that's part of giving, maybe, your confidence is super uber high. Like, I'm going to crush it no matter what, but you're not everybody else, right? And that's really where you as a leader who are trying to lead people is, how do I create a healthy environment for other people to thrive in? All right. Grady Polson here, Family First Life America, here with my main man, Hayden Hill, FFL Limitless. I don't know, all of your affiliations of FFL Limitless, Levels, and Integrity Partner, and Hall of Fame producer, and Hall of Fame agency. And he's got a lot of badges. He just doesn't wear anything now because he's got so many titles. But we want to answer some questions for you. And so we've got some guys live here in the audience. You can drop them in the chat on the live training, and we've got some others here to give you guys clarity. So who'd love to want to take one from the audience?
This could be for either of you guys, but my team's mostly virtual. So how do you feel is like the best way to promote cohesiveness in a group that's mostly remote?
I mean, I'd be better to answer this, but
Yeah. So I think, you try to bring people together in person when you can, obviously. Sometimes it's not ideal to, tomorrow we're going to meet or something like that if they live across the country. But I think there's a couple different things. Zoom obviously is super important. I think, group chats, like GroupMe, is important. I always encourage people, once you get to your first, 50 families a month, or 100, you get your logo at 100 families a month. Like, you should have your own GroupMe. You should have your own group chats. Start making your leadership chats. Like, just because you work with Bowen or Kevin or whoever, that's great. Be in their group chats, but you also need to have your own and kind of start building those relationships. And then kind of from there, the way that I've always done and the way I think it should be is, like, when you're starting out, you need a few guys to step up, or a few gals to step up. And those people that sell the most, those people that show up the most, those people that recruit the most, those people that you trust, that's super important too. You kind of assert them as leaders and then start helping them build. And then that just kind of helps, because for you, if you have 20 agents you're working with, it's going to be hard for you to talk to all 20 and work with them directly. Like, it's almost impossible. But if you have 2 or 3 people besides you, where it's only 4 agents per person, it's a lot more manageable to get with. So
I think that, just to echo all of that, is that one of the things that we used to focus on so much was building event to event to event. And you'd focus on getting people around, meet them in person, go to dinner with the ones that were making it happen, and spending time with people, but also getting them to see around the room, there's other people that kind of look like me, look different than me. And we're all trying to make it happen. And so one of the things I think that's been pioneered by the group that you guys are a part of is, or this sort of, regardless of age, is lock-ins, right? And if you focus on getting people together every 4, 6, 8 weeks in some capacity, our 5-hour trainings we used to do were fun, but we would be dialing in the morning to go run in-person appointments. And this onset of virtual has been a tremendous asset to people being able to make sales quickly. So getting people together for a few days in a remote location, if it's a nice location, only adds benefit to, like, you seeing around the room, there's other people that look like me, that look different than me, then we're all doing the same thing. And so don't take for granted that human interaction that's necessary in business, right? We just had our annual convention. Thousands and thousands of people came out. A lot of people going, wow, there's a lot of people that look like me, that look different than me, that are making it happen. And that's part of giving, maybe, your confidence is super uber high. Like, I'm going to crush it no matter what. But you're not everybody else, right? And that's really where you, as a leader who are trying to lead people, is, how do I create a healthy environment for other people to thrive in? And if you do all those little checkpoints that Hayden listed, but then focusing on, how do I get people together even if it's every 90 days, right? How do I get these people together? And a big thing too, with new people in a new business, is you want to hook them to an event in the future, right? And, we don't charge for training here, but a lot of industries, they'll charge for a conference or whatever. And if you buy your ticket ahead of time, right, you're kind of committed to, like, suffering through this until at least I already paid for it, right? So something like where if you have a lock-in in 45 or 90 days, get people to buy their plane tickets 3 months in advance, right? If all you gotta do is cover their plane ticket, they buy a plane ticket. I mean, Southwest these days, I'm sure even 90 days out to $300, right? Make one, protect one family, get your plane ticket. And you start a running list. We got 20 people coming. So those are ways where in today's society with Airbnbs and you guys selling all virtually, you can really capitalize on that human element.